Hello guys, welcome back. Fitness Friday with Johnny Tiger. Whew, almost didn't make it today. May 3rd? I am like totally foggy in the head. I've been up and running ever since 7 this morning and just been a super busy and steady, relentless day. So anyway, these are May 3rd or May 4th. I think it's May 3rd. So, whew, um, energy level a bit low, but I want to address something that one of my biggest fan asked me last week. She asked, "What are some dumbbell exercises that you can use for building the lat muscles?" Now, just in case you are kind of new at this, the lat muscles address the muscles right here at the leading from the bottom of your arm down to your rib cage in the back. So that's the muscle that gives you that triangular look, that triangle upper body. Very important in martial arts and fighting. I made a video a while ago talking about which muscle groups are very useful in martial arts and fighting. So it's worthwhile tracking that one down. So, uh, the short answer is even though there are moves with a dumbbell that can help you build up your lats, most of them are not very ideal. Um, Honestly, if you are serious about building up your lats, I would say do some uh, reverse hand push up. That's where you do push up either on your knuckle or on your hand with your finger pointed toward your feet, your leg, and keep your elbow nice and tight. So when you push, you power it from your lats. Um, that and there are a lot of like resistant band exercises are really great for your lats. But since the question was about dumbbells, I'm going to stick to dumbbells now. As I said, there are options, but none of them is really good, and a couple of them are very difficult to do. So one thing I will say first is if you are going to really try to work your lats with your dumbbell, I say start light, because almost certainly most of us not going to be using our regular weight on lat exercises for dumbbells because most of them require really fine and careful movements. Now, we'll start with the easiest one, which is the renegade roll. Renegade roll, you can do it from a plank position or push-up position, like this, with dumbbell under one hand, and then all you do is pull the dumbbell to your hip, and then back down to the floor, pull it to your hip, back down to the floor, to your hip, back down to the floor. Okay, so some people will do one each side, but that's not necessary, right? All you have to do is you can do the 20 on one side and then 20 on the other side. This is the easiest one, and you get a lot harder from this point on if you want to do laps with a dumbbell. Similar to the renegade roll, you can also do one hand lateral lift. So this one, you would put your free hand, against a table or chair so you can lean forward like this, and then the hand that's holding the dumbbell can go lateral, can raise up laterally. Try not to turn your body. Right? Okay. When I say don't turn your body, I mean don't turn like this. So don't turn your body. Just lift with your arm, with your shoulder, right? And don't swing it. Okay? It's not a kettlebell swing. You're supposed to let it settle down and breathe and lift. Settle down, breathe, lift. Okay? So it's not supposed to swing, swing. It's not supposed to do that. But like I said, not a kettlebell. Okay? So that's the second one, that you can work your lat using dumbbell. Next, there's a combination movement of the front raise combined with lateral raises, and this one is a lot harder. So definitely go to lighter weight if you need to. Okay, so this one, you hold either one dumbbell with both hands or two dumbbell, one in each hand. Stand, feet shoulder width apart, and without arching your back, lift the dumbbell forward, keeping your arms straight. Lift them forward until they're chest height. Let them back down, and then lift them sideways, and then back down. That's one repetition. Okay, so it's a forward raise and side raise. Forward raise, side raise. Okay, a lot of people have a lot of issue with this one. So if you find that you're arching your back like crazy, then go to a lighter weight. Perhaps the easiest uh, way to engage your lat when you're working with dumbbell is to do pullovers. But let me say this first. Pullovers can be very dangerous, especially if you overestimate yourself and if you're not aware of your body position. Because pullover have very small margin for error. If you do it wrong, you will hurt the crap out of your back and rotator cuff and shoulder and all that and neck. Okay, so again, when you do pull over, make sure it's a weight that you can manage, not something that's going to make you struggle too much. Okay, always be safe first. If you hurt yourself, you won't be able to get fit. So how do we do pullover? This one, I recommend to take one dumbbell in both hands. Think of it like a bottle. You can stand or sit in a chair, or I like to do this one kneeling. Okay, I'm weird that way. I like to do a lot of my workout kneeling. But you can definitely sit in a chair or stand for this one. With the dumbbell in both hands, lift it overhead. Keep your arms straight and slowly tilt your arm back, but make sure your body stay forward. Okay, so when I tilt back, it's only my arm that's going back. My upper body shouldn't be going back like this. Okay, if your upper body go back like this, you're going to hurt yourself. Okay, so let your arm go back. Keep your chest forward. When you feel a bit of a pull in your lat, then bring the weight forward back to the neutral position, which is facing the ceiling. And then let it go back, forward, back, forward, back, forward. Okay? It's a very small movement. Oh, like I think the movement is like maybe 6 inches. That's it. Okay? You should feel it in your lat. Okay? You shouldn't be feeling it in your chest or in your neck or stuff like that. If you are more advanced and you want to do this two-handed, please be careful. Like when I say two-handed, I mean one dumbbell in each hand, like this. Okay, one in each hand overhead. Let the weight tilt back, chest forward. Make sure your upper body is not going back. Forward, back, forward, back, forward. Very small movement. Nice and controlled. Okay? Make sure that when you do this, you're not fucking the air. What do I mean by that? There's some people, when they get tired, they'll move with their lower body. Okay? So rather than being a nice small movement with uh, the pull over, like this, small movement, you'll see the lower body go like this. The lower body is like going back and forth. That's not good. Okay, your lower body shouldn't be moving. Now, pull over, you can actually perform it a lot better on your back. So we are going to take the camera to the ground. I'm going to show you guys uh, my more favorite kind of pullover, which is the reclined pullover. You can do this on the bench or just lay on the floor with your feet either against the wall or with your knee bent and your feet tucked in towards your butt like you're going to do crunches. Okay, bring the camera down. Hopefully you guys can see this. Okay, laying down, I'm going to use a wall. I'm going to lay down with my feet towards the wall, adjusting my headset just so my headset doesn't fall off. Okay, so from this position, I'm laying down, belly towards the ceiling. My knees are bent, my feet are on the floor. I'm going to take the dumbbell, one in each hand. Again, you can do this two hand and one dumbbell as well, like this. Okay, when you do two hand on one dumbbell, you only hold on to the one end. So you hold the dumbbell kind of like a bottle, like you're holding onto the base of a bottle. Okay, or we can do one in each hand like this. So take your dumbbell, push it toward the ceiling, like the end of a chest press, like the highest point of a chest press. Slowly let your dumbbell go back towards the floor, towards your head. Keep your lower back on the floor. Keep your lower back on the floor. And then bring it back up when you reach the floor. Okay? Down, up. Pull from your lat. Pull from your lat. Like that. Okay? Again, make sure your lower body, your lower back is pressed into the floor. Your lower back should not be coming off the floor when you do this. As I mentioned, none of these are what I would personally recommend. Doing lat with dumbbell is a lot of work, and there's some high risk of hurting yourself. So please be careful. Like I said, if you're serious about developing your lat, push-ups and resistance bands are the better way to go about it. Thank you for checking out today's episode. I'll be back again tomorrow for some Survival Saturday.